promise I never regretted.
Save us from the dark trials, deliver us from the shadow.
God, I hope this is helping.
Deliver us from the shadow of the evil one.
She's praying what I'm thinking.
I'm sure it's just isolated victims he picks off.
He wouldn't come in here, would he? Would he?
What was that? Thought I heard a sound.
Did she find this as creepy as I do?
Oh, no. She never knew. Where's the fun in that?
So you stalked her?
I was the only one who appreciated her. Not like all those strangers she met at the bars, those animals. That's why I had to get rid of them. I did it for us.
Looks like one of them didn't go so quietly.
No. They were all too drunk to put in much of a struggle. This happened while I was watching her. I didn't realize I'd backed into a snowbank. I never smelled the exhaust. Suddenly I was here. To be honest, it's the best thing that ever happened to us. No more pesky walls or locks. Now I can watch her. Watch her every move. Forever. Hey, find your own girl. This one's mine.
Where is she? Wasn't there a clue about the church in the apartment?
Father, do you have anywhere that I could stay just for a little while?
Of course, dear. The church is always here to help. I think we have an old adage you can stay in for as long as you like.
She's been staying in the attic? I better go check it out.
This place is so cold tonight.
The attic must be up there.
It's not my fault. My kid's great.
You're not even listening.
This would never happen in my kitchen.
I don't know, Angie. Brian is a lovely boy, but okay?
Can't wait till this one is over.
Just no respect for history anymore.
It wasn't a lot more specific.
Look at that. Just look at it. You call that pure? There's plastic. You think there was plastic anything when they landed? I don't know, Angie.
I hope my wedding isn't this stressful. The girl's marrying her love. That's all that counts.
It's just that Sherry didn't grow up around boisterous people, and I worry about the pressures of their relationship. Sure you're right.
Shoot, Cap, get out of here.
Those air vents okay?
Oh, yes, sir. Just regular.
Okay, I'm not trying to be picky, but seriously, now do you call this a centerpiece?
I'm sorry, ma'am. The request form said it would be a Puritan-themed display. It wasn't a lot more specific.
Look at that. Just look at it. You call that Puritan? There's plastic in that. You think there was plastic anything when they landed on Plymouth Rock?
Well, I didn't think it needed to be that precise.
No, you didn't think too hard about any of this, did you?
Quite the fairy tale. They weren't high school sweethearts, you know. Everyone thinks they were, but they just seem like it.
Kind of makes you
All 4 years it's out. It was on the road.
Family, not my husband's Irish family, but my family, the Winslows. We go all the way back to the Pilgrims. We settled in Salem in the 1600s. We invented
There she is, finally.
Why do I always lose my keys when I need to leave?
How can I get through to her?
Possess me again. You have no right to dump your unfinished business
Hold on.
on me.
Now, I'm tracking down my killer, okay? Someone who was seconds away from attacking you about an hour ago, and if... Wait a minute. You can see me? And hear me? Holy shit. You're a medium. Well, ain't I the luckiest guy in the world? I just found the perfect little helper.
What is it with you guys and my family? Helping the cops do their job is not some privilege. It's a trap. I'm not your informant, your partner, or your friend. I don't owe you. If anything, you owe me. Dick.
Yeah, I get it. You're tough, okay? But you're not tougher than him. You saw what he can do. He's coming after you, or someone close to you. Whoever he wants dead is lucky to still be alive. Now, I know what I'm doing, and you can help me stop him. All you have to do is answer some questions.
Look, I'm sorry. What happened to you is horrible. And you saved my life, so what do you want? I'm telling you, I'm out of here soon.
I was murdered tracking that son of a bitch to your place. So why would he be looking for you?
That freak was probably looking for my mom. Not me. I'm a nobody. Invisible. My mom and I tried very hard to keep it that way. Not everybody wants to be noticed, you know.
Looking for your mom. What does that mean?
She's like me, but she found a way to make a respectable living off of what we can do. Living that probably turned her into a target.
So where's your mom, kid?
Probably dead. She would never just leave me without saying a word, never. I don't know where she is. I know the Bell Killer had something to do with her disappearance. Him showing up tonight just proves it.
If he killed her, why would he come back to her place?
I don't know.
Look, assuming the worst never helped no one. Why don't you live there?
Because of people like you always asking for help. Trying to connect one last time with your loved ones or resolve some crazy problem. I love my mom, but I can't live in one place for too long or people like you will find me too easily.
I wasn't home much either growing up. I know that's rough.
All right. What were you doing at your apartment?
I live there, Sherlock. Well, I used to, whatever. My mother has been missing for a few days. I don't see her that often, but she never just disappears. Not like this.
Respectable living?
Yeah. Hey, you might know her. She was working the Bell Killer case with the cops as a contract psychic. A profiler.
Sorry, kid. She doesn't ring any bells.
I found this in the apartment tonight. Mentioned something about some Bell Killer book. And it's in her handwriting.
Bell Killer book. If she was a profiler, it's probably the book she kept all her case notes in. That would be at the station.
Really?
Have you ever seen my killer before tonight? Do you have any idea who he is?
You cops are so hard up on... Now I get why you need so much help.
I'm not asking people. I'm asking the witness whose life I just saved. You're not safe alone. You need someone watching over you. Us cops find missing people. I found you, and I can help you find your mom. Your problem is now my problem, too.
No way. Don't get me wrong, you saved my life, and... Okay, I can't pay that back, but your problems are your problems, and mine are mine. There they are. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Have a nice afterlife.
Wait a minute. Don't go yet. Just stop for a second, will you? We're on the same side. If your mother's involved, we need to work together.
Work together? What are you gonna do? You're dead. I'll handle it. Just leave me alone!
I bet she knows more. I can't let her get away. There's gotta be another way down.
We're probably better off at home, with the doors locked.
Come back!
Leaving so soon, dear?
Yeah, sorry. I'll be back. Don't wait up, Father.
Be careful out there, my child.
this. At least we're safe.
It was somewhere around noon on a Sunday when I got a call from the pastor. He was looking for someone to fix up the old church. It had been sitting up on that hill, abandoned for over 40 years. After getting hit by lightning back in '98, it suffered a bunch of fire damage. So of course I agreed to help. I knew something was wrong the second I stepped inside. As an inexplicable chill came over me. Anyway, I shook it off and I set to work. As I started tearing up the damaged floorboards, they were all bad. Well, I uncovered an old rat's nest. It seemed like any of the others I'd seen over my 22 years in the construction business, until I saw the scraps of human hair and bones that the rats had used to make it. Well, suddenly I heard the floorboards on the second floor creaking above me, and the sounds of a young girl weeping. Well, I was worried that the damaged section of the ceiling was going to give way under her weight, so I yelled, "Hey, stop, come down immediately." Well, my voice must have startled her because she went completely silent. So I got up and I went to look for her. When I entered the room upstairs, though, I was surprised to see it completely empty. It only took me, a minute to make my way up there, and I would have heard her run off if she did. But that's when I heard the weeping again. Only this time it was coming from the bell tower. So I climbed up the long, treacherous, curving stairs at the top, and I noticed what I thought was dried blood dotting the way. When I finally got up to the belfry, I was just paralyzed with terror. Because lying before me was the withered corpse of a young girl. Judging by her sun-bleached clothes and weathered bones, it seemed like she'd been lying there for the better part of those 40 years the place had been empty. The rats, they picked her bones clean. I took off running. I didn't stop until I got all the way to town. The ravages of time made it impossible for the authorities to get any identity on this girl. It seems Salem will never know who killed her. Some people still claim to hear her weeping there. As for myself, I never went back.
Damn it. Now what? Jesus. So, where'd she go, huh?
Leave now, find my book at the station, and don't look back.
Yeah. She's headed to the police station to steal some book. She'll blend in well there. Did you know her mother worked for the police? Fine. Don't tell me. Puss.
Time to head back to the station.
Dead in the street because of me.
copycats. All of them.
I want to find more of those historical plaques. Said nobody ever. Just have this feeling like something's watching.
What about those cameras? Like in England? Love how everything's walkable in this town.
If she doesn't want to be in a relationship, she should be direct about it.
What about those cameras? Like in England?
Not going that way.
In Spain, pretty sure they burned them.
weird. Somebody was alive, and now they're not.
Calm down for a second and talk to me. What's your name?
Brad.
Good. Now, tell me what happened.
I don't know. We were out on the town blowing off some steam. One drink turned into three, and three turned into... who knows how many. The details are hazy. I must have been driving Rick and Laura home when... oh, God. I killed them. I'll never forgive myself for doing this.
You don't know if you did. You said it yourself. The details are hazy. Now, I can take a look around here and see if anything jumps out at me.
God, what have I done?
This must be Brad's car. It's not looking good. It's not much, but it's something. Gas station's not far from here. I should check it out.
I didn't know you were such a lightweight.
Cab. What? Oh. Gas station. Yeah. The SOC. Okay. Great.
Just keep adding oil faster than the leak. Should last another year.
If I ever met the killer in the street, I don't know what I'd do.
If cops aren't safe, who is safe?
room better be clean when I get home.
So weird. Somebody was alive, and now they're not.
Wish I hadn't slammed the door so hard. The stupid window's coming out of my paycheck. I was just so pissed at those drunken assholes. Who do they think has to clean up their puke? Jerks like that discourage business. I never should have let that woman drive off. I should have just called the cops.
So, Brad wasn't driving after all. It was Laura. Well, I can't change what happened, but he'll be glad to know he wasn't the one behind the wheel. Does SOC gas ring any bells?
Wait. I remember stopping to, fill up.
You guys did more than fill up. The cashier wasn't thrilled to clean up after your buddy Rick. And you even tried to call a cab.
God. I don't remember any of that.
When the cashier came storming out, you guys took off with Laura behind the wheel.
So, I wasn't driving. That whole night was a disaster. It's hard to accept my part in things, but at least I know it wasn't all my fault. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Strange coming back here now, like this. A place I used as a crutch to get through the tough times when I found myself suddenly alone again. Funny how history repeats itself.
Tonight was the first time he used a gun. This guy relies on close proximity. So remember, if you approach him, it gives him power.
Sir, if we can't approach him, how do we arrest him?
Remember your training. He's a wanted cop killer now. You can shoot him on sight.
Bell Killer War Room.
hasn't screwed up yet, but he will.
Baxter, you still relying on that wizard lady?
You know I ain't into all that spiritual crap. But she's onto something. Results are results. You find a more reliable source, you let me know.
I can't tell you anything, son. I'm not a homicide.
I've only been in the department for...
Just hope I live long enough to be an old cop.
Do cops get killed a lot?
No, I wouldn't say it happens a lot. I've been on the force nearly 20 years.
Gotta stick together.
This night stays quiet. Detectives get all the glory.
Nothing really deserved it.
What were you in for?
It's too complicated to get into. Let's just say that I wasn't about to let some judge decide how to spend the rest of my life. That's my choice, so I made it. Either way, it doesn't matter now, does it?
If it didn't, you wouldn't still be here. Maybe I can help?
Nah, I appreciate it, but it looks like you got your own shit to deal with. I'll figure it out on my own. Always have. Thanks, though.
I could tell my younger self what I would become.
I've got to get out of here. There's a ghost right over there in that cell. Don't you?
The ghost is right there.
Without all your crazy talk. What? You too? There's another one. Tell me you can't see this guy. He's right there.
Wrong cell. Yours should have padded walls.
Come on, kid. Why are you watching this?
Please, make them stop. That was me. That was my body. I didn't know that I'd have to watch them slice me open. All my organs, they were just sitting out on the table. There was so much blood. I want to take it back.
We all wish we could take things back. But there's nothing we can do about it now. You can't think like that. You just have to move forward.
Why did I do this to myself? What now? I just want to get out of here.
Me too, kid. Me too.
Isn't a spiderweb tattoo usually a symbol for time spent in prison? Why would this tattoo have two spiders in the web? Is the tattoo wrong?
It's just a tattoo. That's all I know. A little respect would be nice.
But the tattoos might tell us something.
Yes, sir. Wow. His entire arm looks like a confession. A lot of stuff.
When was the last time a badge from here died on duty?
Never. Ronan's the first.
You've got to take Rex off. This is
sickness she carried in her brain, you made it tolerable. Well, I guess you must be together now.
Even when he was right.
No, sir. I'd be very interested to know that myself. Yes, Captain?
Gotta remind myself. This killer's flesh and blood like all of us. Gotta have faith in the department.
Wish I could say that's
No. No suspects at this point, sir.
This boils down to sloppy leadership, Lieutenant. Whoever made the call for Ronan to go in alone, it's on you. We lose one of our own tonight, and you have no suspects and no leads?
Look, Captain, he wore gloves and apparently didn't touch anything in the apartment other than the knob on the front door. He didn't leave prints, fibers, or anything else traceable. And if you think I don't want this guy to pay more than you, you are sadly mistaken.
Watch your tone, Rex. Everyone knows he was your brother-in-law, so you don't need to remind us. But you lose your cool again, and more of your own will join Ronan. You understand me? You find this guy, or a clue that leads to his doorstep. Now! That's an order.
Yeah, understood.
was the last time a badge from here died on duty?
I can still remember my first day on the force. Salem PD was in this tiny building on the edge of town. It was old, crowded, and completely insufficient to handle the day-to-day operations. Protecting Salem was getting harder and harder. Finally, the city decided to convert the old armory into our new headquarters. And when we finally moved in, I couldn't believe how big and modern the place was. Not bad for one of the first buildings in Salem. Plus, it just felt right. It used to be the city's first line of defense in a wild frontier, and now it had resumed its post once again, only this time in a modern world. The first week was a little chaotic as we settled in. One officer reported that someone had removed his gun from his locker. It took him 20 minutes to track it down, and when he did, he found it leaning against the wall in one of the unoccupied offices. Also, the late-night station operator reported a strange phone malfunction. Occasionally, when someone would call in to report a shooting, the recording would just stop. The call would cut out, and the voice of the panicked caller would just loop over and over again until the phone was unplugged. Soon it was pretty clear that these strange occurrences weren't just honest mistakes or faulty phone lines. One evening, the medical examiner came running down the hall in tears. She noticed that her scalpels and other tools had gone missing. She went to get more from the cabinet, but stopped cold at what she saw in the reflection. A ghostly silhouette of a Civil War soldier was standing over one of the corpses. When she spun around, it was gone. She barely noticed how cold the room had gotten before running off. Of course, the guys didn't believe her. Hell, I didn't either, until I saw it with my own eyes. I was working late and got up to get more coffee. As I rounded the corner, I saw it in the reflection of the trophy case. It was staring right at me. He lifted an old, ghostly rifle and pulled the trigger. The trophy case fractured into a spider web of cracked glass, and I took off running. The captain didn't believe me and docked my next paycheck to replace the glass. I didn't care if people thought I was crazy. I know what I saw. People sometimes ask me if anyone else has seen it since, or if the specter still roams the halls. I always tell them the same thing. I wouldn't know. I transferred to Boston.
find that info about the missing tenant.
I've learned all I can here. I better go find that witness. Getting somewhere. I can't stop now.
I can't tell you anything, son.
Glad I'm not in homicide. Dead cops, please.
The quiet ones that turn out to be killers.
Each one of these keys is a felony. Each one. You get that, right? No? All right, it's your funeral. Sit tight, relax. You're gonna be here for a while.
Fuck!
All right, look, I might be able to help you. Is your mom's book from the Bell Killer case here?
Yes, and it would probably help me find my mom, but as I told you before, you're dead. How can you possibly help me?
I know this place better than you.
Now, who did your mom work with here? Who?
I don't know. She just called him bastard.
Baxter. All right. His office was on the second floor. You stick with me, I'll get you there. Let's go.
Go where? They're watching.
Not for long. Follow my lead. I'll get you past these cops and to the door on the other side.
Piece of cake.
Yeah. Last time you got caught, Magellan. Stay low, or they'll see you.
Speed up, girl.
Everything here is so old and busted.
You need to hurry.
Robinson's got the girl in the room right now.
I think she knows
I will find out. Robinson seems like a gentleman, but he's not persuaded.
Yeah, he's a smooth one. Don't stop.
Nice job, kid. We're almost there.
Don't need a cheerleader.
Hey, I got us this far, didn't I?
Got yourself killed, Mr. Bullet Holes.
Hey, kid.
I hate these things.
I can't get across there. You're gonna have to help me.
Well, can't you just fly over it?
Fly? I'm a ghost, not a plane, all right? And look, you need me to tell you which office is his.
Duh. Don't read any of my thoughts, or think anything creepy. If this doesn't make us even. Okay, man, get out.
I got this.
I swear this place is haunted. Come on, but stay low.
close. Where is everybody?
Detectives usually work the day shift.
Okay, but which office is Baxter's?
It's in the back hallway to the right.
Okay.
Are you trying to get caught? You're about as stealthy as a tornado.
The desk was like that when we got here.
Yeah, I know.
How many places can you hide a book in one tiny little room?
Who knows?
Looks like someone was hiding your real rap sheet. Now I have proof.
He never used that blackmail file against me.
Sure, take your time. No rush, I'm sure the book will find itself.
All right, just calm down a second here. Cops don't hide things in plain sight. I just need to figure this out.
You have one new message.
The form of each murder changes. The inner zeal is the same. This is why the killings seem random, unrelated. But the police can't see these connections. Except Officer Baxter. I can't say I trust him, but he's my only chance.
Hey, can you check that voicemail message?
Okay.
Baxter, I told you, you're off the case. Now we need all the files in that psychic's book in my office, now.
Rex was still asking for books, so it is probably still in here somewhere. Good. Must be a latch inside that opens inward. I better tell the girl. I think I found it.
Show me.
There's a button on the side of the gun rack.
Yes, this is it.
Oh, please tell me you understand what all these symbols are.
Yes, some of them. That's weird. The last thing she wrote is he knows about me.
Oh God, that means he was after her.
You don't know that. Come on, we should move.
Oh, crap.
Wait, what is that? The museum. That's strange.
Why would this be in her book?
I don't know. Just take it and figure it out later.
She's here somewhere. I'll check here. Head toward the back office.
We gotta go. Stay out of sight.
Go!